Now that you have decided to switch on this next part of your CD, lie yourself down or sit yourself down in a comfortable place where you know you're not likely to be disturbed for about the next 20 minutes or so. Feeling as fine, warm and comfortable as possible, you can feel reassured should your presence be required elsewhere before the completion of this part of your journey. You will simply open your eyes, feel fine and able to deal with anything or any situation in a calm and logical way. And perhaps you will listen to the sound of my voice, and wonder how you will go into trance. I do not know if you will go into a pleasant trance quickly, or if you will want to take a little longer to really enjoy the feelings and the experience as you go in to pleasant, comfortable, relaxed state. And you may want to pay attention to the elements in your world to maintain it well. Oh, this statement does not have to make sense to you, but that is what you are doing now, training yourself to let go and dream a while.
Let go and dream a while. Dream, 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 dream.
Yes, dream a while. Long enough to dream and keep all your marbles to dream. Yes, to dream is of course the sorcerer's crown, the magic of you. And now you can continue to rest or feel uplifted. Your choice. And dream and listen to the sound of my voice. And long, long ago, in a special place, and at a special time, a storyteller sat before his people, and he told them important stories. It did not matter to him who they were or where they came from. All to him were deep down the same, and all to him were unique. Different, as unique as your print on each finger tip, your unique tip of your finger, and all came to listen to interesting and important stories, stories from which you will learn much, stories that change your life.
Change your life. Change your life.
That's right, stories that change your life. Some of the storytellers' people had been exposed in the cold. Others had had to handle cruelties and injustice. Some wore drab clothes and unsuitable colours. Their hands, which work so hard to handle all that comes along, stuck deep in pockets, a hiding place for treasured secrets. They all came to listen well, and absorb deeply. They all came to listen to and enjoy the storyteller's vivid tale, told with many bold gestures and meaningful eye-to-eye looks and wise stares. And all the characters did what? Well, all for certain had adventures. Perhaps there would be encounters with rocks and hard places to climb. Perhaps voyages under the vast oceans which are hidden deep behind the eyes. Perhaps to take flights through outer planet storms. Perhaps to ride the fires roaring from the monster's nose. Always, always adventures in uncharted territories, places without maps, places that had many, many signs. What you need to do on your adventure is learn to read the signs. The reward is you will feel fulfillment. And you will make changes. You will be wiser. And you will be stronger. After you take the chance.
Take the chance, take the chance, you will be wiser, you will be strong.
Have an unusual adventure. Read the signs carefully and intelligently.
Read the signs, read the signs, read the signs. You will be wiser. You will be stronger.
That's right. And you will feel a wonderfully expansive new perspective and understanding in your life. when you go on, explore new territory, have an adventure with the story. And so our wise storyteller tells an old, old adventurous legend. A young lion had led an all-right kind of life. He had done most things in the correct way and at the correct times, as he had been taught by a pride and prides of his elders and ancestors. Much had changed in their society through many, many generations. A lot of social changes had taken place in the last 100 years. More and more contact with the human kingdom had caused the lion kingdom to behave correctly in accordance with the requirements of some humans, which is hard when you are a lion. Our young lion was beginning to forget. When is it correct to bare teeth and roar just as a part of life? And because he was beginning to forget more and more his instinctual self and how and when to express his instincts, so he became more and more filled with rage. He was grinding his teeth more and more and began to feel he might grind his teeth forever. Then one day he forgot about these strong feelings that had been plaguing him, because on that day he saw a young maiden and he fell in love. He watched her from a distance and he noticed her sweet and gentle ways, and he thought, I must marry her. Our young lion's close and trusted friend said, Then, my friend, you must marry her, but you are a lion. And so you must never forget that sometimes you need to roar, and sometimes you need to show your claws and hunt in the noble ways of our ancestors. But our young lion forgot all about his friend's wise advice. And the maiden's father said, To be able to marry my daughter, you must have all your claws filed right off, and you must have your teeth ground right down. This is because the maiden is so sweet and gentle, and she does not like the wild ways. And so our young lion immediately did as he was bidden. No sooner was the deed done than the maiden's father shot our young lion. The wise storyteller looked at his people one by one. He looked them each in the eyes. He saw that everyone had felt sad, and he nodded his approval. The wise storyteller looked deeper into the eyes of his listeners and saw that each one of them had become, in a certain way, a young lion. The wise storyteller again nodded his approval, for it is right and wise to know that in the story the lion lives within you. Our wise storyteller sighs peacefully and strokes his face with his capable hands, hands that handle life so beautifully and usefully, and in 1,000 beautiful and useful ways. The wise story speaks to you, and you hear his deep, deep, soothing voice speaking wisdom. He speaks to you. He says, take in the wise ways of your ancestors, and the rest, you know that lacks wisdom, you can forget it. And he wisely gives you time to wonder, time to wonder what you know you will forget, and keep and take in the wise ways of your ancestors. And the rest that you know lacks wisdom, you can forget. Forget instructions that lack wisdom, that lack usefulness, that lack beauty. Keep that for you which you know is wise.
Which you know is wise. Take in the wise ways.
That's right. You can keep your teeth and keep your claws, know your own will, and know you will. Use your teeth and use your claws wisely, with wisdom, with usefulness, and even with beauty. And so in a few moments' time, I will cease talking, and you can wonder on such a story, and my voice will go with you, and the beautiful voice of the song for you goes with you.
Take in the wise ways. Wise ways. Read the signs. Let go, let go, let go. Let go and dream.